Hello and welcome to the Reference Point Podcast. I'm your host Paulo. Today I'm joined by my fantastic co-hosts, Uncle Lou, Anthony, and Galactus.
That's us.
And today we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, before we begin, let's change things up a bit and start with a little game. So today's game is going to be guess the movie based on Stan Lee's cameo. Are you guys ready?
Let's go. I'm going to destroy this game. I'm going to win.
Sorry, Iron Man 3.
That's correct.
You didn't know what that's what you told me to start.
Spider-Man 1?
Wrong.
Spider-Man 3.
No.
Wrong.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That's correct.
Whoa!
I know this one.
Yeah, me too.
Deadpool. I don't know.
Wrong.
Thor: The Dark World.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's looking in the back of the bus. Spider-Man Homecoming. No, it was, the Infinity War Avengers.
Nailed it.
Fuck, I was so close.
Yeah. Spider-Man scene.
Spider-Man 3.
Wrong.
Nope. You can tell by the color grading because it's not color graded. It's Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes.
Whoa!
Don't let me come down there.
This is an older one too. Spider-Man? No, it's not Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2?
No.
Doctor Strange.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
And what does he say?
Don't let me come down there, you punk. And then he goes, hey, Margaret, how's your mother?
Is this Avengers Age of Ultron?
Thor 1.
No.
This one I actually don't know. Alright, Thor 1 was a good guess. I'm gonna guess,
X2.
but it's not X2. I don't know, Ghost Rider.
No.
The Flash.
It's not even the right universe.
I bet I can nail it if you tell me what year it came out.
Well, yeah, that's easy.
2018. 2018?
Ant-Man? And the Wasp?
No.
Shang-Chi.
No. Black Panther.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this? Is it like a David Hasselhoff music video? Like, oh my god, I have no idea what this is. That's my guess. It's a David Hasselhoff music video.
It's the Guardians 2 music video.
It's a Guardians 2 music video, and I'm pretty sure the song is called Zardu Hasselfrau.
I was so close. Oh, that's X-Men 3. When they're looking up in the air when Jean Grey is having all the water and shit go in the air. What?
X-Men Dark Phoenix.
X-Men Apocalypse.
What? Oh, this one's easy. This is a fantastic. No, the last time Tony Stark saw Stan Lee, he called him Tony Stank. It's I want to say the Avengers.
I know this one. Civil War.
That's correct.
Yes! I got one! That is definitely...
Oh, I know this one.
Is this a Punisher TV show?
It's. You're close. You're close. It's he was in the background. It was one of the first ones they didn't actually show a cameo of him.
Yeah.
He was one of the best police officers. Oh, this is really frustrating because I know it's
Miss Marvel.
It's Daredevil.
Ironheart. Oh, sorry, not Ironheart. Iron Fist.
Oh, I knew it was one of the Netflix shows, man.
If you can get what he says, you got 2 points.
I'll have what she's having. I don't know, Ghost Rider.
I'm pretty sure he goes, hey, I know that guy. And then Deadpool goes, zip it, Stanley.
What the? Oh, he was the DJ. Was this Deadpool? I want to say Deadpool 2. No, it was Deadpool 1. Yeah, it was Deadpool.
What's his line?
It was in the strip club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his line?
I don't know his line.
It's introducing chastity.
Oh my goodness.
Shang-Chi.
No. Nope, that's Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man. Something like super hella fine or something.
Oh my god, he's like the Rain Man of Stan Lee.
Literally.
82. 82 what? How much is this? Toothpicks. It's a lot more than 2 toothpicks, right? Wait. 2 of them. 246 total.
Change.
Right. How many toothpicks are you?
250.
Pretty close. Come on, let's go, Ray.
246.
There's 4 left in the box.
This is the one that I was thinking of earlier, where he gets drank by Thor because he's like, oh, I could drink him. It was at the end of Age of Ultron. Oh, you can get this one. This is easy.
We felt bad. Guardians of the Galaxy.
No!
Volume 2.
Alright, now this is gonna be a spoiler-filled review. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, what are you doing? Go to the cinema and watch it right now. So let's start with initial thoughts. Did they finally get the Fantastic Four right?
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, I think they kind of nailed it with this movie. I think the whole family dynamic and everything in this movie was absolutely the best interpretation we've seen of the Fantastic Four in live action. And I actually think it's no competition, like no contest. Even if this movie was kind of mid, which it wasn't, it would have probably still been better than the other three, because they all kind of suck. Sorry guys, I know people love 2005, but the reality is you just grew up with that movie, but it's terrible.
Nothing like comes close to Michael Chiklis as the Thing, though.
Michael Chiklis is good as a Thing, and the castings for those movies is not bad per se, but the movies suck.
I thought it was a great movie for anyone who hasn't seen any of the Marvel movies for the past decade. A great first steps towards the new Marvel Cinematic Universe that they're creating with this new Fantastic Four. I really enjoyed the story overall. Like Anthony said, the family dynamic. There were things that disappointed me, but we'll go into that later.
Yeah, this movie overall, I was really impressed at how they basically said, oh, even if you've never seen an MCU movie, you don't have to. You can just watch this movie and it makes complete sense. There's no baggage tied towards it. You don't have to feel like, oh, I have to watch 18 Disney Plus shows to understand Fantastic Four. All you have to watch is the movie. You don't have to watch anything else. There's no homework per se.
Yes.
Yeah, I honestly love the movie. I love the family dynamic, you know, not to sound like a broken record. It felt new, it was cool visually, like how it was like it taking place in a Earth that's like retro 60s, but like the sci-fi futuristic 60s. So it really felt like a kind of 60s era Marvel comic come to life. Galactus, insane. What a spectacle what it was to actually see a properly done Galactus. Silver Surfer was fantastic. Even at the beginning too, with the montage of all the like villains and all that was fun.
The one that got me at the beginning was seeing Giganto from Fantastic Four #1, and you kind of almost recreate the cover with him. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Cool.
Even so many fun like name drops, like the Red Ghost, and you see the Red Ghost is orangutan, even though they cut off John Malkovich who was playing the Red Ghost. You see all these like classic.
They mentioned.
Yeah, and even just seeing Moman, who I thought was hysterical. Like every scene he was in, Paul Walter Hauser killed it. So good. It was overall just a fun movie. And to build off what you said for visuals, they nailed the visuals. We watched this in IMAX, and the IMAX for Galactus towards the end was out of this world. It was crazy cool. I'm watching it like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm actually watching this right now.
Yeah, I felt that same way. It was like, wow, I'm actually seeing Galactus, a character I honest to God never thought we would see on the screen actually in there. You know, he's not a big cloud or anything. He's literally
and the scale in which they like captured him at looked incredible. I just like, wow, I was watching it, I was like, I can't believe I'm watching this.
Seeing him against the Statue of Liberty and just walk over at her.
Yeah.
Look back at the city and just start marching.
But even like how it's just slowly like you see the foot drop and you see like just a boom, like the waves in there.
Apparently that was like practical because it was like a miniature city they built.
And they built the costume. I saw that, I posted a photo of the costume that they built, but the actors wear it, and it's crazy, man. It's so cool.
Yeah.
They really like the visual of this movie. They nailed it. There wasn't a scene like, sure, there's like some iffy CGI. CGI babies are not a real thing. They shouldn't be doing CGI babies, but you know, you're not gonna make a real baby, you know, fight Galactus. You could try, but found that a great idea. And so, besides some iffy CGI parts, overall, I thought the visuals, they nailed it. There wasn't like a sequence that made you say like, oh, this sucks, this is terrible visuals, why is it so gray, why is it so dull? None of that no more. Marvel Studios is moving on from the grayscale for them to color grade their whole movies, you could tell.
Yeah, no, there's definitely you could feel the regime change here with like this finally like we're getting good movies.
Like it feels like you're actually listening to some criticism online, which I don't always agree with criticism online, but you should listen to some of it sometimes. Like, you know, color grading your movies is not a bad thing to do. So,
you know, I talked about Galactus being like a highlight for me, but what about you guys? Like, what was the highlight?
the black hole sequence in the middle of like the second act, when they have to escape the Silver Surfer and everything. Crazy cool, and the spaceship and how they're all working together to get out of the situation. And Sue Storm's giving birth, and I'm like, this is a crazy sequence. I love that part of the movie, and I was like edge of my seat, like, wow, crazy man, crazy good. She tells Johnny Storm that he has to kill the Silver Surfer. Insane. What a cool part.
For me, the highlight would have to be just seeing how they changed Johnny Storm from the past Johnny Storms we've seen, where they made him slightly smarter. He was speaking a whole other language, and then they still threw in a corny but still funny joke by the thing, like, oh, he could barely speak English, which was so well timed, but then they kept the pacing very smooth and transitioning just with this story to continue on. It was so good. I really liked what they did with Johnny Storm.
Yeah, they really nailed the characters. I found they, like, even Johnny Storm, they didn't just make him just like a dumbass. It's like, oh, look at me, I love women and this and that. They actually made him smart. They made True Storm incredible. To the Thing, I really love, like, I feel like the Thing is the one who suffered the most from the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
And then he got a lot of the sequences cut, but he still works so well. And the actor they cast as him, incredible. I love the Thing in this movie. Reed Richards, Pedro Pascal. I don't know if I've said this to people, but I made it out loud on camera. I was never a fan of his casting. I thought him as Reed Richards was such a, I was kind of just gonna pick him because he's popular and like whatever. But then watching him in the movies, I'm like, wow, he nailed it. He killed it, man. He did such a good job. And I really like the way they wrote his character, and that like that kind of like frantic, smart guy, like he's always thinking at 1,000,000 miles an hour and trying to, like his brain is too big to process everything it's thinking. Like incredible. I just loved it. Was my favorite characterization of Reed they've ever done in any movie. Not a hard competition once more, but still one of my favorite things of the movie was Reed Richards, one of my favorite Marvel characters.
So, you know, the big thing of each movie of Fantastic Four is, you know, the Johnny and Thing dynamic. You know, Chris Evans and Michael Chiklis had a fun dynamic. I really enjoyed their dynamic.
I thought the dynamic between Joseph Quinn and even Moss Bacharach was incredible. I thought they very played off each other a lot. In fact, they left me wanting more. I just want to see more of them together.
I think we said this earlier, they really hit that family dynamic, but they were like two brothers.
Yeah.
They loved each other, they showed the love for each other, but then they also showed that they like
They make fun of each other.
yeah, they like ticked each other off.
When he's eating the cereal for dinner and like, or he
What are
has,
you doing? You're gonna ruin your appetite.
yeah, or it's like, or he has the action figure and he crushes it, flame off. It's so like, it's so good. I really love that dynamic.
In the bedroom waiting to see like the tacos.
Yeah.
You do it. No, you do it.
And then she just shows up like it's so. I love what they did with those characters. Joseph Quinn really surprised me. I wish he had a better haircut in the movie, but he was really good. I honestly thought he'd be great, and he does kind of remind me of like the Jack Kirby style drawing of the Human Torch, like the classic looking '60s one. Like I was like, wow, they killed it, man.
I wanted to see more Doctor Doom in this movie. I was expecting them to introduce Victor Von Doom, at least as a character, or hint towards it, that he's a character within this universe. They did, but they did not. It was a big disappointment on my part.
I was really surprised. I didn't think we were getting any Doctor Doom in this movie. It was really a big surprise when we saw Latveria and the empty sheet. I was like, oh wow, that's cool, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
But Doctor Doom, one of my favorite characters, I always want to see more of him. Who might disagree with you?
Honestly, I kind of wanted more out of the beginning with like the montage. I kind of wish we got just a bit more of like a bit more of like, you know, fighting all the like the villains, the Fantastic Four Rogues Gallery, actually being able to see like Red Ghost.
That was the whole opening sequence. So you see a montage of what they've done, then they fight the Red Ghost, and it leads into the second act, whatever. They cut that out completely. You could tell they just put in the montage. You see Reed Richards fighting an orangutan. And I'm like, oh man, who doesn't love monkeys? Killed poor Maurice. I found one of the most touching moments in the movie. Like the movie, I was really like, oh wow, this is great. When Sue Storm brings out Franklin to the world, and she says, "This is my son. You guys haven't met him yet." And then, you know, a big speech, and then she goes, I will not give up my son for this world, and then she goes, but I will not give up this world for my son, which I thought was incredibly touching, and it made sense. It was kind of like how they got the world back on their side, and I bought into it in a way.
It wasn't a particular scene for me that I thought was most touching, but it was how they portrayed Reed Richards, how he was so disconnected from how normal humans function or thought and interact with each other. But when it came to his firstborn son, it was his first time he was actually in touch with emotions, besides with Sue Storm.
Yeah.
It was someone who was connected to him directly. He actually felt emotions towards somebody else for the first time in his whole life. And I felt that portrayal was really well done. How he may be one of the smartest men in the world, his intelligence is now clouded because of his emotions.
Exactly. Another moment that worked really well was Reed Richards, when they finally come back from Galactus, everyone's hounding them. What are we gonna do again? Did you make a deal? And he goes, oh, you kind of asked for a little bit too much, you know? That's my son. And they're like, wait, what? And they're all tripping, and like, and then he says like, oh, are we safe? And he just goes, I don't know. I thought that was an incredible sequence, like the way that played out. So good.
Again, that's an incredible sequence, but it's not a touching moment. That's why I was like,
I was pretty touched.
He's feeling some emotions towards something bigger than he can just calculate in a mathematical equation.
Exactly, he didn't know how to solve this problem, and when they asked him, he doesn't just say, yeah, we got this. He goes, I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy sequence. I love that part of the movie.
What do you guys think of Shalla-Bal?
I love her in all her performances, from in Ozark to now Fantastic Four. Everything that she's been in has been fantastic, and I think she just nails this role even more. And I'm happy to see her come back in the future, hopefully in Doomsday, maybe in Secret Wars, but I'm hoping to see her come back and fight alongside the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the Silver Surfer in this movie I thought was really cool. Like, just the sequences they shot with her were like really awesome. Like I said before, the black hole sequence. But her character, like, I was like, what a lot of people online were always complaining about was the gender change and whatnot. It really didn't bother me because it also establishes that this is not the main MCU. So you know, like, you show slight differences and you know that this is not the main MCU. But I thought Julia Gardner was incredible as the Silver Surfer. I thought she did a great job. So, and even the actor who played Galactus, that voice in IMAX, I was shooketh to my core.
Real.
I felt them in my back, in my spine, in my eyes and ears, in my chest, in my nether regions, everything. It was a crazy. His voice, they cast Galactus so well. Oh my god, and just the design of him, awesome. It looked so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I honestly loved the look of the Silver Surfer. I love how it was like, it really was doing like, you know, all the surfing stuff, but like visually it just looked really cool. Even with the eyes having given the character more of like the human eyes instead of just pure silver, I think really helped with the performance.
100%.
And really makes you kind of relate to the Silver Surfer.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Thank you. I get those once in a while.
But even like her origin, when they're showing the flashbacks to her origin and how she gets the powers, like, it was really well done. Like,
That was interesting. I honest to God thought they were all just silver.
And it was so funny because, fun fact, I'm pretty sure they filmed that a month ago because I saw set photos of a month ago that they were filming reshoots, and that was one of the sequences. So that's crazy.
That is cool. You know, we've got the Galactus bucket here, but you know the bucket I really want to get, and seeing the movie actually makes me want it 10 times more. The Herbie bucket.
I don't think they released in Canada, which makes me sad because Herbie was so funny. I kind of just love Herbie.
I know. I want a full size Herbie.
I know. I wish he existed in real life because I would buy that in a heartbeat. He is
Real.
so like, he was so like kind of cute, you know. He was like, they're making him build a crib, and the poor guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Like, I love him.
And like, what's cool is like, he doesn't really talk. He makes noises, and he's like built like using 60s technology, but also like sci-fi technology.
Yeah.
Like, his face is like what, like an 8-track or something.
Yeah, it was like that VHS kind of thing. It was kind of like when he switches it on, like, oh, that's so cool. Like, what a good bit of like technology.
It's cool, and like the look of him overall, like it felt very much part of the family, but like as a pet, but also like not. Like, you know?
Like, I love how he's like trying to sing and calm down Franklin, and then it's like he closes the doors and instantly gets like destroyed, and you're like, oh no, poor Herbie, please don't hurt that guy.
To me, Herbie was almost like the robot from the Jetsons.
Come on, let's go home, Rosie.
Yes, Nan.
Can't guarantee her, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
that he wasn't necessarily like smarter than them, and he wasn't gonna be like a Jarvis and more intelligent and helping them like figure out equations. But he was there like as a nanny, as a helper, as an assistant.
Like on the ship, and on the ship he's like, you know, they're like Herbie, and he comes out of his like little docking station or whatever. Like, it was good. And I love
charging ports.
Yeah, and I even like that. I'm pretty sure Johnny calls him Herbert, and I thought that was kind of funny. Like that was pretty great.
Speaking of Jarvis and Herbie, who do you think is smarter?
Me.
Tony Stark or Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards?
My answer still stands. Me.
Wow, disagreement twice today. But I don't know. I feel like the problem with this question is that Reed Richards hasn't been in the situations Tony Stark has, and we haven't seen enough. Reed Richards was never put into a cave with a box of scraps. Tony Stark, we've seen this guy his whole life play out. Reed Richards, we've seen just the beginning, and we've seen some stuff. And the technology that Reed Richards has brought to his world, to me, kind of puts him over Tony Stark maybe, in that he made all those spacesuits all by himself. He made the giant teleporters. They brought together the city. Reed Richards, to me, is always going to be the smartest man in the Marvel Universe, and I really thought this movie did a pretty good job of showing that.
Yeah, I agree with you there, actually.
I would have to disagree with you guys. Like, they didn't show me that he was the smartest man because he wasn't always a few steps ahead. And it may have been because a lot of the situations we were dealing with, there were things that he had never calculated or been able to calculate or been able to manipulate a mathematical equation to come up with scenarios or reasons. But he, compared to Tony Stark, where in this situation where he was almost dying, he created an engine in his chest as a replacement for his heart. I did not see that kind of innovation in this movie by Reed Richards. He was always, it could have been the clouding of his emotions over his intelligence, but he didn't really show me that. Even in the final moments where it was Vanessa Kirby's Invisible Woman who was pushing Galactus. She was using all her might. Where Reed Richards was like, and just being
stretching, you know, he's stabbing him with the stretch.
Yeah. Like, to me, he didn't show me he was the smartest man in the world. Like, yes, he came up with that thing transporting all across the world. Come on.
But I could believe that Reed Richards, if you were stuck in a cave with a heart disease, he'd make an arc reactor. I could believe that.
Alright.
I could buy into it.
I could buy that.
But they didn't put him in that situation, so I don't know.
I do really like this Reed Richards. I really like how Pedro Pascal came across because they're two completely different characters.
Yeah.
Tony Stark is ego-driven. Reed Richards is very private and keeps to himself, but he'd rather do his equations and stay in his zone. Where Tony Stark loves the light. He loves being in front of the camera, loves talking to people, he's very charismatic. Reed Richards is not.
Yeah.
But where he is stronger compared to Tony Stark is his emotions, his connection to family, to other people.
Yeah.
Yet lacks the ability to communicate to those people.
It's just what you're saying here is making me excited for the dynamic we're gonna see between Reed Richards and Doctor Doom. Because now we all know, a lot of people hate this, but Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom.
I hate it.
Yeah, we know that. But I've always said the same thing, and I've said it before, again and again. Wait till you see the movie, and then I'll hate it, because I don't see the point in hating it right now. Is it my favorite bit of casting in the world? Not really, but I'm also, let's see the story they want to tell. If they did this, maybe they have a story to tell. We'll see about it. So, but I kind of want to see that dynamic, because you're probably even going to see, let's be real, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. So seeing him dynamic with Reed Richards finally is going to be a really fun watch, I have no doubt.
In all honesty, I'm just not convinced. I'm just one of those guys where it's like, look, he could give a great performance, they could tie it to Tony Stark or whatever, but like, at the end of the day, I would just like to have a different actor playing this character, someone who could really call it their own. Like, you know, at the end of the day, we're always going to see Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, we're going to see Chris Evans as Captain America. They've made those characters themselves. By having now Robert Downey Jr. be Doctor Doom, you can have the best character in the world, but at the end of the day, he's still going to be Iron Man. You're not going to have that room of to grow as for an actor to be like, this actor brought a piece of himself into this role and made the role his own and makes it part of like an icon in a sense.
But here's the thing. You haven't seen the movie.
I don't know. Like I said, it could be the best thing ever. At the end of the day, it's like there's gonna be now a bit of baggage.
If they had a story and they said we need Robert Downey Jr. to play Doctor Doom, and this is a good story idea, then okay, let me see it. That's why I'm like, oh, is it my favorite comic book casting in the world? Not really. But if they have a story in mind, maybe it's an incredible story. Think about it. Who wanted to watch a Peacemaker show? Not me. Who wanted to watch an Andor show? Not me. Who wanted to watch a show about the Penguin? Who really cares about the Penguin? If you have a story to tell, sometimes, then tell the story. If it's valid and a good story, then I want to see it. That's why Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom maybe it's not my favorite comic book thing. But if they have a story to tell, and that story is going to be incredible, who am I to judge until I've seen the movie?
I'm still not convinced. I'm sorry.
We'll see.
Maybe if the Toxic Avenger was in it, he would be.
Hey, you know what? You would be blessed to have the Toxic Avenger in the MCU. He was published by Marvel Comics,
that is true.
He could be there.
Based off everything we saw in Fantastic Four, I think they're really setting up mutants and X-Men.
Yeah.
Because we saw one of Franklin Richards' favorite books is Origin of Species.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And I think he is going to be the father of mutants of this new MCU.
With the power cosmic, he could bring them in.
You guys, never forget that Franklin Richards is a mutant. He is one.
Is that why then Reed Richards wasn't able to detect anything when he was like testing it?
It might be. Maybe that universe of 828 doesn't have anything in relation to mutants. We don't know yet. We don't know enough details. But it seems like the Fantastic Four are the only heroes of that world. So
now, before we end this episode, we have another corporate mandated game. Are you guys ready?
they were playing Guess the Character from the Fantastic Four First Steps.
Am I Jewish?
He's not gonna know. That's why you have to ask a real question.
Restarting. Bloop, 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 bloop. Am I part of a team?
Does my character have superpowers?
Am I from space?
Do I live underground?
Am I a hero to my world?
Do I fly?
Am I a talk show host?
Am I the Silver Surfer?
Am I incredibly smart?
You are. Cool.
Thanks.
Undefined.
Am I really young?
Undefined.
Am I a man? Am I male?
Am I male?
Undefined.
That's a crazy fucking answer.
Am I human?
Am I Franklin Richards?
Am I that monster that pops up at the beginning of the movie with Fantastic Four fighting?
Am I at the Future Foundation United Nations?
Is Lou the orangutan from the Red Ghost?
Oh, that's what I was gonna guess. That was my next guess.
I'm sorry. You want to guess Paul's?
I'm trying to remember Paulo's answers. Is he?
Am I the Silver Surfer's daughter?
Science trivia, Pablo. Go.
Am I the Silver Surfer's daughter?
No.
God damn it.
Is he Rachel Rosman?
No, because I think he would have known the Jewish one. She was in a synagogue. You saw the Star of David.
I wouldn't believe you knew that.
Literally.
Am I the kid who says the thing can't throw the card?
Is he is clobbering time guy?
Am I a citizen or
No, that's a terrible question to try.
am I a civilian?
Am I that black lady?
Do I have superpowers?
Yes.
Am I Dr. Doom?
Yes.
That's so lame. Civilian? No.
Ooh. Am I human?
Am I male?
Am I part of a team?
Can I fly?
Am I within the doors?
Am I Sue Storm?
Am I Ted Gilbert?
You have superpower.
Am I blonde?
Do I have superpowers?
Do I live on Earth?
Am I Reed Richards?
Yes.
Yes. You said that already?
I fucking remember Human Torch is the Thing.
Am I Mole Man?
Am I the Thing?
Is Anthony Galactus?
No, I'm Mole Man.
Good mole man to you.
Am I a part of the team?
Am I Herbie?
Is Uncle Lou Johnny Storm?
Am I the thing?
Is Uncle Lou Sue Storm? What team is it?
Doesn't matter, you can ask.
Can you give me the answer?
Am I a Val?
Is this not related to Fantastic Four? Is this General Marvel one?
Am I also Reed Richards?
Is he also Reed Richards?
Oh god damn it!
Bastard.
And
And that's the show. If you liked what you saw here, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to OAR TV. What do you think of Fantastic Four? Was it fantastic? Was it horrendous? Are we wrong? Are we right? Let us know in the comments. We would love to hear what you have to say. Remember to follow us on social media at RefPoint Podcast. Follow us on TikTok at the RefPoint Podcast. And
Don't forget to support your local comic book stores.
You'd like to subscribe. Oh.